Just 1 point gap between the two sides as Philadelphia 76ers defeated Sacramento Kings 117 to 104 points. New York Knicks was better than Denver Nuggets with 122 to 112 points, a 12 point gap between the two sides in that one. Boston Celtics defeated Chicago Bulls 122 to 100 points as Washington Wizards lost scandalously 82 to 106 points against Toronto Raptors, and Indiana Pacers defeated Detroit Pistons 133 to 119 points. Another scandalous game was that of the Lot of Charlotte Nets against Brooklyn Nets that ended 83 to 104 points. But let's take you back to what happened in Miami Heat's game as the setback at home lost 106 to 126 points against Cleveland Cavaliers.
Mobley spinning on Bam. Where came the help? Allen finishes.
From a chemistry perspective, and boy, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to run into that guy at 6'4", 220 pounds. That's a physical.
Heat 4 field goals, 4 early turnovers. Tyler on the turnaround. The Tyler hero, 2 scores, 5 points. This is Donovan Mitchell, shoots the three. And drills it. Ty Jerome. Player growing in confidence and importance for them, and that's one of the reasons why he can get the ball to the right people. A pretty one bounce for Highsmith's first score. The Heat are down by 10. Nice no-look by Mitchell into Mobley. Against Ware, great footwork for 23-year-old Evan Mobley. Is their second 12-point lead of this first quarter. Mitchell made it look easy. Rozier puts it in the sky off glass with just 7 turnovers. Heat defense never really got in their way. Bam, throws it in. 21 points and 9 rebounds. Miami had won 3 straight against the Cavs and 5 of the last 6, but this one was all Cleveland. Well, Miami back at 500 at 23 and 23.
That was the game that went down. One of the games, right? But that was the Miami. It's lost 106 to 126 points against the Cavs. Now, moving away from that, let's just quickly serve you update coming from the NBA Commissioner, Adam Silver, confirming on Wednesday that he likes the idea of shortening games to 40 minutes by going from 12 minutes quarters to 10. NBA games this season have run 2 hours, 16 minutes on average, nearly identical to the past 15 seasons. Now, Silver's remark came in response to Patrick questions about something league officials have discussed potentially changing in the future. Silver also said that awarding 2 free throws to shooters who are fouled on 3-point attempts has been mentioned in conversation. So let us change the conversation a bit and move straight to tennis. Remember, we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. Send in your reactions after the games played last night and ahead of tomorrow's draws. Well, some may say it looks very complicated, but UEFA has been able to clear that, looking at teams that qualified for the playoffs, the way they're going to meet each other, away from the teams that are going to straight to the knockout round. But now let's talk tennis, where the US Open is expanding to 15 days this year, shifting to a Sunday start for the first time in Open era that began in 1968. Fans who subscribed for ticket information from the USTA were informed of the change for the season's last Grand Slam tennis tournament and its new date of August 24 to September 7 via emails sent on Wednesday. The US Tennis Association confirmed the additional day of main draw action for the 2025 tournament in a news conference. Now, with a breakdown, the extra day puts the US Open in line with the Australian Open, which switched its start from Monday to Sunday a year ago, and the French Open, which was the first tennis major to make the move when it added a 15th day in 2006. So now the Professional Tennis Players Association is launching the Athlete Council and Equity Program, a pro bono legal initiative to help players in anti-doping and anti-corruption cases, partnering with 2 law firms, the King and Splurding LLP and Well Gottshaw and Manges LLP. The program that was announced Wednesday was co-founded by WTA player Tara Moore, following her experience navigating the legal system as she successfully appealed a doping ban. Remember, Yannick Sinner is also in such crisis, but a lot of reactions from different tennis players. But let's move on and look at games going down today at different centers. Let's start with the ATP Open Tour de France in Montpellier. 2 p.m. today, Jasper De Jong will take on Flavio Cobolli, and he will also go into the doubles, where we'll be teaming up with Jonathan A. Sirig against Sandra Arenz and Luke Johnson. But let's look at other singles games. By 4 o'clock, we have Matthew Bellucci against Alexander Kovacevic, as the Italian great sport will be up against Regis Gasquet. By 6:30 and 8 p.m., Nicolas Basilashvili will be up against Arthur Rinjerniak. Away from the ATP games, let's look at WTA 250 going down in Singapore, the Singapore Open. Live updates coming from that side. Kimberly Birrell is up against Hailey Batiste, and Birrell lost the first set 6-7, came back in the second set to win 6-3, and she's currently trailing the third set, love 1. For other games, Tatjana Maria will be up against Elisa Mertens by 9:40. Maya Joint will battle Xingxun Wang by 2:10, and Olivia Gadekech will be up against Jill Tekman by 1:40 p.m. There's also an update, the WTA 500 Upper Austria Ladies Links. Let's look at the singles scheduled for today. The singles games scheduled for today. Diana Yastremska will take on Antonia Ruzesh by 2 p.m. Petra Martic against Elena Avanesian by 2:30. And Anna Blinkova taking on Elena Svitolina by 4 p.m. Carolina Munkova against Sara Sorribe tomorrow by 6 p.m. And last game by 7:30 tonight, we'll see Ekaterina Alexandrova take on Alexandra Sasnovich. All right, away from tennis. Well, we'll talk football in the second half of the show. Agbola Adetaiwo, good morning to you. Yeah, Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan started the second half of the season on a positive note with sweet win.
Dribble, but you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real o.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Okay, so while European teams were getting set for the UEFA Champions League last phase of the new format, games were decided in the NPFL last night in the match day 21. The likes of Shooting Stars, Ikorodu City, Remo Stars, Bayelsa United, El Kanemi Warriors recorded wins at home, although Aqua United dropped points against Lobby Stars, playing out a 1-0 draw. Shooting Stars continue, where they left the first half of the season, beating Nasarawa United at the Lagos Alami Stadium at Damasigba Ibadan yesterday 2-0. And Ikorodu City spanked Kano Pillars 4-1. Remember, we keep saying it, Ikorodu City is a team that scores a lot. And I guess now they are working on the defense. Remo Stars defeated Abia Warriors 3-2. As Bayelsa United defeated Sunshine Stars 4-1. As El Kanemi Warriors tore the Flying Antelopes to pieces in a 2-1 win score line. But today we have 4 games going down in the continuation of the match day 21 of the Nigeria Premier Football League, as Enyimba will be up against Heartland FC of Owerri. The game is going down 3 p.m. and the last 3 matches going down 4 p.m. We see Katsina United host Plateau United, Kwara United travel to play Niger Tornadoes, and Bendel Insurance battle Rivers United. Well, that's the situation right there. But updates coming from Katsina United confirmed that the club has confirmed Aziz Mohamed Aldu as the club's new technical advisor. Aziz was unveiled by the Changi boys on Wednesday. Well, let's pay some bills, and when we come back, we talk more football stories. Still Kickoff Sports Show.
I can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Aweni Arena Event Center?
Aweni Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they'll work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Aweni Arena really nailed it.
They did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Liberty, Okado, Ibadan, or call 0809 360 7888 or 0706 899 4970 to book your event today. Aweni Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
bó ṣe wà yìí mo ti ní ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá nípamọ́ tí ọ̀gá náà bá wá sanwó fún mi lọ́la màá tún fi ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá mìíràn kún tí Ṣẹ́gun náà bá wá sanwó tó jẹ mí á jẹ́ pé màá tún fi ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá mìíràn kún bí ó ṣe máa lọ nìyẹn.
ọ̀gbẹ́ni ìwọ ní tí òun ka ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá tó ń ṣe látẹ̀ gangan àbí.
FCMB Millionaire promo ìkẹwàá ló máa tún ti dé mo ń ṣe ìṣirò oye tí mo máa fi pamọ́ tí yóò fún mi ní àǹfààní láti kópa jẹ̀bùn ìtorí pé ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá kọ̀ọ̀kan tí mo bá fi pamọ́ ó lè jẹ́ kí n jẹ̀bùn mílíọ̀nù tó pọ̀.
owó ṣáà ti fowó pamọ́ sínú àkáǹtì rẹ fọ́gbọ̀n ọjọ́ láì gbà èyí lè jẹ́ kó láǹfààní àti jẹ̀bùn mílíọ̀nù kan náírà yálà oníbàárà tuntun ló jẹ́ tàbí ìwọ tó ti wà pẹ̀lú wa tẹ́lẹ̀ láti ṣí àkáǹtì yìí rọrùn púpọ̀ ohun tó nílò àti ṣe ni kó tẹ *329# lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ tàbí kó download FCMB mobile lórí Google Play Store ńlọ bá tán àǹfààní yìí bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kejìlá títí di ọgbọ̀n ọjọ́ oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún 2025 bó o bá ṣe fowó pamọ́ sí iná àlàǹfààní ẹ̀bùn tó jẹ́ náà ó ṣe pọ̀ sí àmọ̀ràn tí o wípé àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ.
Back to Ramsey. Here's Tielemans. That's a good ball back towards Jacob Ramsey inside the penalty box. Ramsey pulls it back. Men arriving 1-0 to Aston Villa. It's Morgan Rogers. What a start! What a start! Inside the third minute. Ball sent through on the Villa left-hand side. Pulled back to the arriving Morgan Rogers. It's his first Champions League goal of the season. Rogers turns it in. Oh, Morgan Rogers! Oh, it's incredible. It's 2-0 to Aston Villa. Both of them from Morgan Rogers. The first in 3. The second onside, 5 minutes. It's incredible. Give and go. Taylor had carried on his run. He's been picked out on that Celtic left-hand side. In comes a dangerous cross, and oh, he's gone home. It's Ida with a goal that gets Celtic right back in the game. Was McGregor. Little flick around the corner, and it's picked out Hatate. This is real dangerous. Oh, it's an equaliser. 2 goals in as many minutes, both from Adam Ida, and out of the blue. Rogers in towards the feet of John McGinn. McGinn going forward. Trap back though. Shields the ball. Rolls it and feeds it neatly in towards Ramsey now. Watkins at the far post. Here's Ollie Watkins! It's 3-2 to Aston Villa. John McGinn worked wonders in that midfield area to shield the ball. Bailey in towards. It's taken back. Oh, Watkins is in here. Ollie Watkins this time. Schmeichel trying to save it. Morgan Rogers for the hat-trick. Oh, yes! Game over. Rodgers will be going home with the match ball. The goal in additional time settled thing at Villa Park.
All right, well, you saw that for Aston Villa last night, and I mean, you heard that. For Aston Villa, I don't know how far they can go at the UEFA Champions League, but they look like a team with Cinderella story. But now let's talk about teams already thinking about the round of 16, same as those who are going forward, the playoffs. A lot of people are still saying, well, we should be expecting more drama, because if you see a team going for round of 16, while some going for the playoff and the likes of Atalanta, Dortmund, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, PSG, Benfica, Monaco, Brest, Feyenoord, Juventus, Celtic, Manchester City, Sporting CP, Club Brugge, Dinamo Zagreb, Stuttgart, Shakhtar Donetsk. To Club Brugge, these teams can just come and shock the top 8 teams, the likes of Liverpool, Barcelona, Arsenal, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Lille, and Aston Villa. But let us start with a team that a lot of people put their money on to come up with top form last night, and that was Manchester City. Well, Kovacic was part of goal scorers, and Wolfgang Vadio, he was also instrumental. These two players were instrumental for Manchester City last night, and they're hopeful of a better pairing for the playoffs.
From ourselves and being higher on the table, but that's football, and we haven't performed well in the, let's say, group stages. Today we had the last chance to do it, and I think the second half we showed great character. We came back, and now we have a tougher draw than we expect, but that's football, and we can't wait to play these games.
We've been struggling last couple of months, and it hasn't been that easy for us. But yeah, I can tell that we are coming back, and hopefully we're going to see a different City than we used to be.
Okay, let's wait and see if we'll see a different City in the next round of the UEFA Champions League. However, typical tour said Real Madrid aren't afraid of anyone as they await Friday's Champions League playoff draw, which will see them face Manchester City or Celtic for a place in the round of 16. Madrid defeated Brest 3-0 on Wednesday. Rodrigo scored twice to end the league phase in 11th place on 15 points. Now, looking at the teams again: Atalanta, Dortmund, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, PSG, Benfica, Monaco, Brest, Feyenoord, Juventus, Celtic, Manchester City, Sporting CP, and Club Brugge. Well, moving on, for coach Carlo Ancelotti, he has also come out to appeal and football organizers to allow players play few games, say that they need to reduce the number of matches for players so that clubs can get the best from these players.
Football has to reduce the number of the games. There are too much games. There are a lot of injury, and the players are not able to give his 100% because they are not able to recover 100%. This has to be. I don't know if it will be possible because it's not the decision of manager of players, the decision of UEFA, FIFA, and all the leagues. And the relationship, of course, always important, not only in football, in life.
Don't overload the players. The message from Carlo Ancelotti. However, for Hansi Flick, a man who masterminded a better position for Barcelona, finishing second behind Liverpool. Remember, they had a draw against Atalanta last night. Well, for Hansi Flick, believes that the team is good to go and not overthinking on their next opponent and the draws.
It's always like that, you know. At the moment now, we're happy that now we finished this and in this position. But we have to develop a lot of things. So, and we do it. We said in every match we are there. We see potential we have, and also in this match.
Maybe not for the coaches, but for the supporters, it has been a very funny game with both teams attacking all the time.
Yeah.
No speculation about the opponents in the next stage, because maybe PSG, Monaco.
It's really too early. Friday. It's on Friday, and we will see what happens. We cannot change. We cannot change nothing. So.
Well, the draws for the knockout playoff round of the new League UEFA Champions League is upon us, and there is going to be a blockbuster knockout playoff round tie between Manchester City and Bayern Munich or Real Madrid. Now, when the draw for the knockout playoff round will take place on Friday, January 31, 11 a.m., at the House of European Football in Nyon, Switzerland. So a lot has been put in place, but let's just wait for the draws. Now let's move on this morning and go straight to talk Europa. Remember, Manchester United will be in action tonight. Well, for Manchester United going on the road against the FCSB, forward coach of the side, Ruben Amorim has been talking about what should be expected from the team, same as the man who has been the most talked about player this season, and that is Marcus Rashford. Was saying that he knows the time to bring in Rashford if he's good enough, but if he's not, then he will be exiled from the team.
Again, guys, the situation is the same for every player. And the last time I talked about that in the last game, my sentence was that I will not put any player that don't give the maximums. I didn't say I will not put Marcus Rashford. So it's the same situation. When I feel that is the right moment, I will put any player to play. And I will say again, we are a better team with Marcus Rashford. And that is clear. He's a big talent. But until the right moment, I will not change my mind, that's all. And it's always the same answer. Just the feeling of winning is really important. Then we have the situation of the playoff is massive for us. We can clean 1 week or 2 weeks without any game in the middle of the week. And that in this moment is really important. Like I said, the first thing is to win the game. We need to improve our performance. We need to see our players perform and to understand in each position they are better to play. So we have a lot to improve. We have to use every game, every training to see that. It's a big pressure to coach a club like this. So all year we are prepared to that pressure. Our focus is never to be prepared to lose. It's always prepared to win and to improve in the next game.
Well, wishing all the teams playing the Europa League tonight all the best. Well, the convenient point to say goodbyes on the show, but hey, let's also update you that Borussia Dortmund has appointed Niko Kovac as the new head coach. The 53-year-old born in Berlin has signed a contract with Borussia Dortmund until June 30, 2026. Although, remember, Galatasaray is bidding for £8 million for Walker Peters. And remember, it is more of who wants to stay or who wants to leave. That is the reason the coach of Aston Villa, Unai Emery, is saying Watkins is going nowhere. Well, coming up next is from the dailies. We'll look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. And the favor of Lawrence Ola will be coming in from that side. Remember, it is a Thursday morning. Nothing stops you from hustling and getting the money. Like we always say, keep doing sports and stay safe.